Good morning, students. In today's topic, we are going to understand about today's topic is energy, and in today's topic, we are going to understand about work, concept of work, unit of work, two cases of work in which work is said to be done, and the another case in which work is not done. We will understand these cases with examples. Next topic we are going to understand is the factors which are affecting the amount of work. Next we will understand the unit of work. Then after we are going to understand about energy and the relationship between energy and work and different forms of energy. So let's start our first topic, which is work. So work is said to be done if the force applied on a body moves it. Work is said to be done if the force applied on a body and the body start moving or it moves. No motion take place, no work is said to be done. So these are two cases. Case 1 in which work is said to be done. We are going to understand this case with example, and case 2 is when work is not done with example. First example, you can see it is given in a picture form in your book. You can see this boy is holding a book which falls down on the ground, and then he picks the book from ground to the table. So amount of work is done by the boy in lifting the book from ground till the table. Another example you can take when a boy throwing a ball. When a boy throwing a ball, when he was holding the ball, and then after when he throws the ball start moving from one place to the another place. In that condition also work is said to be done. Another examples you can see when a crane picks up a car involved in an accident and takes it to the workshop, we say work is done. In a school playground while playing football, when a boy hits the ball and runs towards the goal, we say work is said to be done. A boy climbing up the stair does the work. When a boy is climbing the wall, the stairs, again he is doing some work, because from ground he is moving to terrace, from down he is moving up. So work is said to be done. Again work is again said to be done in the case when you squeeze something. For example, work is also done by force if force applied on a body changes its size or shape. Example, boy squeezes a toothpaste tube or a gum tube or a rubber ball. He does work in changing the shape of a tube or a ball. Suppose that if you take a paper and you squeeze it, you can see the paper have many folds. In that condition also the shape of the paper changes, so work is said to be done. Similarly, a boy does work in stretching rubber string, which size of the string increases. So these are the example which are of the case 1 in which work is said to be done, because when force is applied, some movement is taking place. Now case 2 is the case when no work is done. You can take first example as you can see this boy pushing the wall. So while pushing the wall, no work is done because the wall cannot move further. So in this condition, no work is done. Again, this girl is sitting on one place and she is reading the book. Again, no work is done. he is doing, his lips is moving, his mental work is, he is also doing mental work, but in this condition no movement is taking place, or the body does not move from one place to another. So in this condition no work is said to be done. Another example, you can see this boy is moving this big rock or a boulder. In this condition also no work is said to be done, because the boy will not be able to move this boulder. Another example is, a coolie does no work while standing with a heavy box on his head, and there is no motion, although he may get tired holding it, but coolie does not work when raises the heavy box on his head. So in this condition also you can see this coolie, we see coolie in the railway station, and coolie help the passengers to take away their luggage. So in this case he is taking the luggage of the passenger, but this luggage is not showing any movement from one place to another. The only thing is that he is keeping the luggage on his head, but no movement is taking place. He is just holding it and standing on a one place. In this condition also no work is said to be done. So these are the example you can see in which no work is said to be done. There are many other examples also which take place in our daily life in which work is said to be done, and the condition in which work is not done. So finally again we can say that work is said to be done if force applied on a body and the body start moving. And then we have cases, case 1 in which work is done, and case 2 in which work is not done. Another topic is factors affecting the amount of work done. So there are two factors which are affecting the amount of work done. The first one is the magnitude of force applied. Magnitude of force applied, the amount of force, or you can say with full energy, the energy with which force is applied is called the magnitude of force, and the distance moved by the body in the direction of force. So magnitude of force means the amount of force. If the amount of force will be high, the work done will also be more. If the distance is more, again the work done will be more. Again, these factors we can understand with the example which is given in the book. You can see here they have given an example of a man who is holding a bucket and move from one floor to another floor. For example, a man is moving from ground floor to the third floor. So he is doing work from ground floor to the third floor. So lot of distance is between the ground floor and first floor, so more work will be done in this condition. Another case is, if you hold a bucket full of water, the magnitude of force, or you can say the amount of force, will be more in that condition. But if you hold a empty bucket, you will apply less force to hold that bucket. So in that condition more work will take place, and if you carry empty bucket, less work will be, or less amount of work will be needed. So less amount of force will be needed, so less work will be done. Work done is more if the force applied to move the body is more. Again, this dependence of amount of work done on the distance moved by the body in the direction. Work done is more if the distance moved by the body in the direction of force is more. So if the distance is more work will be done, and if the amount of force is more work will done in that conditions. So force and distance both are directly proportional to work done. Finally, we can say that the definition of work is we are talking about the case in which work is done. So work is only done when force is applied to the body and the distance is moved in the direction of force. Student, this is very important. In the direction of force, in the direction of force means if the force is applied from the right hand side, it will move towards the right hand side, and force applied from the left hand side, the body will start moving towards the left hand side. Here you can see this example, this picture. You can see there, this is a slab, or you can see this is a stone.